Hey guys, we are Growing Up Without Borders,
And this
is Basel!
Today's journey is starting in the Valley of Switzerland and at the city called Sion. We are taking the train to get to our next stop.
Near to here.
We are boarding our second train and it is so busy here. Look at this. This is the station of Wies. We are on our next train and it is super crowded here.
We just went through a mountain right back there. This is pretty. Just arrived in Basel. That was
It was so busy at first. We had no seats, but then people started to stop and get off. So
We're gonna see Angelique tonight. We haven't seen her in 2 weeks and she's arriving to the airport. So we're gonna meet her and hear all about how her camp went. Can't wait.
the total travel time we had was about 3 hours, and this is the main Basel train station. As you can see, it is hustling and bustling. Taking the bus straight to our hotel.
We have arrived. We are going to be checking in to our stay here in Basel at Essential by Dorint, Basel City. And here's what's interesting. We just did a 3-hour train ride to get here.
Yeah.
And not once do they check your tickets, which is,
Not once.
it's not a good idea to travel without tickets. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying like they walk by you and they don't always check. So it's like an honor system here. This is our room. Got a nice bed, a desk area, nice picture of Basel, TV. What?
No way. Mom's gonna be in heaven here.
I am going to definitely be in heaven. They have my favorite line of products, well, one of them anyway. Ah!
So this hotel has about 171 different rooms, so it's really nice and big.
And we're located on which side of the river? We are on the
north, so it's like the new
town.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then like literally 1 hour, we're gonna go on a historical walking tour. And we are staying in 301. Looks very similar. Big comfy beds, an extra bed. Angelique is not here currently with us, but literally in a couple hours she'll be joining us from London. So that's gonna be super exciting to see her again. But yeah, really nice. Cozy beds, we've got a little desk.
One of the benefits of having a YouTube channel is we get all these cool experiences and we get to work with some of the tourism boards. So we're working here in Switzerland with the Basel Tourism Board.
Yes.
They gave us a little pouch, a little nice bag, and
Yeah, it's really cool. You can have it like
Actually-
a tote bag, or you can have it like this. All sorts
cool.
of styles.
multi-usage.
Copying what I said.
Cookies? Oh no!
No, those are like the Swiss cookies.
Oh yay! That's so
Those are the Jacob's Basler Leckery.
And it looks like we got this brochure, culture inside. So this is all like different
more.
brochures about different things you can do here. Wow, that's amazing. Yeah, these are our favorites, and we're never really here at Christmas. We don't really get these that often. I am right now looking at the different restaurant options. We got this cool tasty guide in Basel. There's many different options, and we're thinking to go for a traditional Swiss meal later tonight, and there's this one. It looks really nice.
pleasure to meet you and to go
Thank
on a
you.
nice tour today.
Thank you.
This is Emmanuel, our amazing tour guide who took us on a walking tour of the old town of Basel, and from the moment we went him, we had some great laughs.
So in there, it's the biggest convention center, and they run a huge art festival inside, which is really neat. And then down below, they have lots of street food, which you can try.
Okay, so they have in Basel, get this, 80 trams, right? And
Unbelievable.
120 buses. So it's a city that has many, many, Switzerland in general, but this one I think tops it with public transportation. And I heard there's like 1 million people
That use it every year.
Now at the Little Basel, huh? This is the famous Rhine, the Rhine Brücke, the oldest bridge.
Built in 1226, and we're gonna take the ferry across because that's the best way to do it. But yeah, that's what connected the Grand Basel to the small Basel on this side.
This is such a nice walkway.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
And something you must do when you're here is float down the river, and what you do is you rent these waterproof bags. We have bought some from last time we were here, and then
They're
you
called
float down.
fish. And look.
Yeah.
And you roll them up several times, and nothing will get wet inside. So the Rhine River is really long, if you can imagine. It goes from the Swiss Alps all the way to the North Sea. So you can imagine how far it travels.
This is in Braille for the blind people so they can see where the historical landmarks are, and here you can see here. Here we go, crossing the little ferry.
This is so cool. This ferry runs on no electricity for the last, I don't know, 1,000 years.
On the river current.
River current, and this string right here, guys, floating down the river.
This is so nice. You can feel the breeze of the water. That was so fast. It's like once over here.
Boom. That's how you cross the
That's how
river.
fast the current is.
And off we go to what they call the snobby part of Basel. So they say, yeah, and this is where all the history is. So we're gonna go see this Gothic church, this cathedral, and tell you all about it.
So the price of the ferry is 2 francs for an adult and 1 franc for a kid. Very affordable.
Apparently the water here is top.
Yeah.
So we're gonna try Basel water. So technically, if you wanna live like the right way here, is you live in France, you work in Switzerland, and you go do shopping in
Germany.
Yeah, and it's all like you can see each country from here.
Here's Germany. Those mountains over there are France, and this is Switzerland.
It's so crazy.
This is such a unique city. Yeah, you can literally be in all free in one day.
And let's just explain the difference. So like a Swiss salary is one of the highest in the world, right?
Yeah.
And so if you're living in France, you got a really good cost of living. And then Germany can be anywhere from 25 to 30% cheaper.
For the groceries.
But even though you can cross the borders without passports and stuff, you have to declare the food. This is the beautiful Basel Minster, which is so beautiful with its red sandstone and twin towers, making it a defining landmark here in Basel. It was built in the 11th century and went through tons of damage from a fire and an earthquake, and it went from a Romanesque style to a Gothic style.
You can hear the church bells. I believe you can walk up those towers too, right?
Here in Basel, people swim in the fountain.
Look at this fountain.
So nice, so nice.
So you can drink from the fountain, swim in the fountain, refresh your drink, anything.
Thank you for visiting us.
Cheers, cheers,
Cheers,
to
Tyler.
water.
Cheers.
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 Really good water.
I think Switzerland is one of the only countries in the world that you can just go to all their water fountains, drink the water, and you know it's safe and clean.
And they purify it to make sure it's good.
Yeah, this one gets cleaned like every 2 weeks so people can swim in it. No problem.
One of the oldest houses right there.
Oh, look at this.
Yeah. Isn't it nice here?
Wow, yeah.
Yeah.
Got
So this is the courtyard of the Museum of Culture.
Uh-huh.
And at the moment they are running a Buddha exhibition.
We didn't know this, but here we're learning that Basel has this carnival that happens every March.
Free Street, an old street from the Roman time. It was the tax-free street for the Romans here.
This is Barefoot Square, where you'll find the Barefoot Church, which is now a historical museum. All around there's shops and restaurants, and it's a main hub for the
In
transportation.
the Little Basel. Then we took the ferry here, and now we are here.
Here is the old city wall remains, and they only got rid of their wall in the 1800s, so not too long ago.
This is the Tingly Fountain. Every little piece has its own name, and they're moving. It was built on the old feeder here in Basel, so these fountains represent dancers and singers on stage performing.
All these little boutiques and restaurants and shops are all family owned.
We learned so many fun facts. We're going to try to say a couple of them for you guys, but one is that this is their town hall, and in 1501 they joined Switzerland and became a canton. And in 1838 or so, the canton of Basel actually split up. So like 2/3 of this canton became a different canton. Oh, and there's often a market that happens here with people, farmers from France, Germany, and Switzerland.
They have 2 original paintings here, and they all tell a story of keeping the government in line, if I understood correctly. And now we're going to see this guy up here, and he's got red underwear.
Augusta Raurica, the Roman city, 30 minutes from here. It is the biggest Roman city you can still visit among the North Alps. Yes, and he was the founder of the Roman city.
You can come visit the city hall. They do tours every Saturday, twice, once in German, once in English. So it's the only time you can see it, and it's only 5 francs. And you can go in and see like amazing artwork and history, and just imagine it dates back to the Roman times. Like that is crazy.
Thank you very much
Thank
for
you
your kind
very
attention.
much. This
You
is
were
just
a nice
amazing.
group.
Thank you.
We were missing Angelique.
Yeah.
Angelique, So best regards to her.
Yeah.
All the best for you.
Thank you so much.
I watching your YouTube.
Oh yeah,
So
great.
once you arrive
Hopefully-
in Bangladesh,
A couple things are happening tonight that are super exciting. One,
We're seeing Angelique.
is coming back. So this is like the longest we've ever been separated. She's been gone for like 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks. And she comes back. So she's gonna meet us in like 20, 30 minutes.
And the second one is we're gonna go have a special, typical Swiss meal.
What happened?
Angelique's in the wrong country because she's in France instead of Switzerland.
I wanted to tell you about the flight. It was my first flight ever alone, and it was actually the worst flight I've ever done in my life because I literally thought I was going to die. They hit turbulence, and the pilots didn't announce a thing, and then it was turbulence probably for 15 minutes, and you could hear that the flight attendants were scared. And we were like almost like on those roller coasters that drop and go up, like we free fell, it felt like, and then we went at an angle upwards and started going up, and then dropped again and up again. But then I landed in France, and I thought nothing of it because I turned my data on it. It said welcome to France, and I was like, oh, maybe it's just an error in their system. Then I exited the airport, and there was only an exit to France, and I'm like, I think I'm in the wrong country. Then I went to go catch the bus, and then I realized that I wasn't in Switzerland, and then I tried to get to the Swiss country, Swiss border. So I went into the airport, went upstairs, and then I crossed. And then I got stuck in the Swiss area. I couldn't find the exit. Then I finally found the escalators down. And then I caught a bus. And then that's where I got lost. And I had a bit of issues. And then I got lost again. And eventually my parents came out of the restaurant and came and found me.
Oh, we see Angelique. Oh my gosh, this is so cool. Angelique is back in Switzerland. Ah! We haven't seen her in 2.5 weeks. Oh my Lanta. Look at you with your pillow. You look like such a backpacker. Oh. How are you? This is so heavy. I didn't even think
Actually, how much like snuck clothes from Primark on EasyJet? Oh my gosh.
You look like you just came back from the army. You have a green shirt and a green backpack. Like, were you in the Swiss Army? Tell me in your opinion how it was being without us.
It's nice.
It was nice being away?
Yeah.
Did it feel long?
It did and didn't. Like sometimes it did, sometimes it didn't.
And how was your coding experience in like one sentence?
It was amazing.
It was amazing?
Yeah.
Nice. This is the restaurant and it looks really cool. Having a Swiss soda called Rivella. You can only find it here. Okay, so this is our setup here. We've got our plate. We've got our fondue fork. This is what it looks like in case you've never seen one. This is the machine when you light it on fire. We got some bread for like some just appetizer. And this is what you use for fondue.
Celebratory fondue with Angelique. Look at how big the potted cheese is. I'm gonna ask the waiter if I can take it away and tell him that we have a microwave in our hotel and see what he says. Okay, you guys, imagine this. This restaurant's been here since 1947, so it's really old. They serve typical Swiss food, and it was hustling and bustling in there. It was just unbelievable. So good. We're all back together as a family. Woo-hoo. The 3 girls. Can't wait to call it a night. It's been a busy travel day. Whenever we're at hotels, I often like the first morning take advantage of getting up early and getting work done. So I'm working on a video for you guys. Hope you enjoy it. I'm going to get hungry too, so time for breakfast. Morning. Morning.
Hi. Here at Essential by Dorint, they have an amazing breakfast buffet with fresh croissants, yogurts, jams, nuts, you name it.
Check this out. They have a dispenser for their jams. This morning's a beautiful day here in Basel, except for we have a little bit of clouds in the sky and maybe some possible rain. So, what a better city than to go discover some of their museums, because Basel is known for their art museums and their beautiful museums, partly also because there are some extremely wealthy families here and they contribute a lot to the society and they do a lot of donations, which allows them to have all these beautiful museums. We are right now entering one of the most visited museums in all of Switzerland. Tickets to come in to this museum are 25 francs. When you get a Basel card, so most hotels give you that, which gives you all the transportation included, and the museums are then half off.
Okay, so I'm back in Basel with my family. Do you girls have anything to say about me being back?
Nothing.
Oh, she got us these nice jewelry, which is cool.
I'm going to camp. Oh my gosh.
So this main building we're about to enter is designed by the architect Renzo Piano.
Basel's definitely about all their museums, and in this one specifically they have over 400 different pieces from famous artists like Picasso, Monet, and so many others.
After visiting the museum, we decided to jump on the tram and show you guys how easy it is to cross from Switzerland into Germany.
It is so easy because literally I'm standing in Switzerland and that there says we're going to be in Germany. You literally just can cross in on foot. That's how easy it is to travel within Europe. See how easy it is? There's like literally no border control. No one working here, you can just walk right in. And welcome into Deutschland. I am currently now standing in Germany. That's how easy it is. Germany! Woohoo! Look at this artwork. Now this is pretty funky and cool to look at. Donut here.
So that's cool. We just visited the tourism office that gave us all the information that we need to know where to go, how to get there, all that. And that's where you go rent those bags to float down the river. So being Sunday in Switzerland means most of the shops are closed. But if you're here and you need to go, it's Sonntag. If you need to go shopping though, at the train station, they have a whole underground area that is open with shops and things like that. So that's good to know. The other thing is a lot of the museums close on Monday, as well as the boat tour. And so we are gonna go do the boat tour today instead. All right, so here's what's really funny and kind of interesting about this fountain. Fountains in Basel are funny because A, you can swim in them. Not all of them, but some of them. And then this one on January 1st of every year to salute and welcome the new year in and have a nice toast. There's actually wine that flows out of here, so that all the inhabitants and guests and whoever's here can come and enjoy a nice glass of wine from a fountain.
Now we're gonna go on about an hour tour along the Rhine on a ferry boat ride, and the blue skies are starting to come out, so it's perfect. The boat tour starts right here beside the old bridge on the old side.
On board the ship, they had lots of sitting areas inside where it was nice and enclosed, or upstairs where it was more of a sun deck with open views. You want to know something really interesting? I believe that's the tallest building in all of Switzerland. It's a pharmaceutical building, and if you don't know, you can actually do like pharmaceutical tourism here in the sense that you can go on a tour of some of their pharmaceutical offices. You want to know where your drugs are being made for most of the big major drug companies? It's right here in Basel.
I just saw someone floating down the river. Only one person, a guy, floating down the river in this temperature.
And how cold is it?
Really cold.
Like 13 degrees today.
And look, guys, there's more crazies, and it's a family this time.
The kids.
That's just normal here. Okay, it's just normal that people get changed here in front of you, and we just saw a family do that, which is funny. And they're all going to jump in the river and float down. What? Look at that. I didn't realize there was moths here.
The boat works like this. You go 1 hour and one loop towards the old town. Then if you stay on the boat, you can do another hour loop, and you go all the way to like the border of Germany. That's where if you continue, you would continue up Germany on the Rhine. No way. So this is a free point. So you've got Switzerland, Germany, and France if you stay in there. All three countries at once. This is Barefoot Square because back in the day there were some monks from the church, and they believed that, you know, if you're barefoot, then it'd be helping the people out who don't have money, so kind of like appreciation. Anyways, then as well, in that church there, they were going to build a swimming pool, but of course it did not succeed because who would have a swimming pool in a church, even though that is a kind of cool concept.
Papa Joe's, here we go.
American restaurant. Whoa, this looks so cool.
have, folks. We are proud to present you our delicious food and cocktails. Have fun and take care. Cheers, girls.
Starting the night with some Caesar salad and some delicious nachos.
It's so cool. You got your all your toppings, and then in this Mexican hot basket, you got your fajita wraps.
I got some yummy ribs. Chloe got a salad, chicken.
Mexican salad, yeah.
And I got mac and cheese because I love it. And for dessert, we went for some ice cream, and they have Ben & Jerry's cookie dough. Yum. We all got it. So I was already in my pink dress. The girls got some pink on, and now it is time to head to the theater to watch Barbie. I am so excited. I can't believe they made a real life action. We are just waiting for the tram. What's gonna take us downtown, right to the cinema.
3 minutes.
Yeah, we're so excited.
It's at 9 and it's 8:50, so we're just about there.
Yeah, and if you didn't know, Barbie is a musical, so I'm not sure if people are gonna be singing, but we know most of the songs, so maybe we'll be like
know them by
singing
heart.
our hearts out. Yeah. Just Ken.
When you see the life she sees.
Honey, I got what you need. Under the night sky, I want your eyes all on me.
Honest opinions on Barbie. It was really cool because it is a musical.
It was interesting.
Yeah.
There's a lot about feminism. It was so funny.
Yeah, and a lot of it was actually a lot of things I didn't know what was gonna happen in the movie. So
Yeah, it was unpredictable.
it was pretty good. The way they filmed it was so good because it made it look so plasticky.
Yeah, and
so it's like
Margot
they
Robbie,
realized,
best actress for Barbie probably.
It was so perfect, yeah.
Really good.
and the songs were good.
Yeah, the songs were
And
amazing.
the fact that they had the Barbie land and then the real world, that was interesting too, that dynamic, and how the Barbie land is ruled by women only and Kens are just kind of excluded, which was sad for Kens, and then in the real world it was all the men's world. So it was interesting, that perspective. Yeah.
The sun is shining, so hopefully today is the day we will jump in that river.
Is this fall already in August?
I don't know what's happening. It's freezing cold.
Okay, yeah, Chloe and I went out earlier to film some TikToks. Go check out our TikTok, Growing Up with Borders, if you haven't already. But it was sunny and actually warm because we were in pants and sweaters.
They messaged me, oh, put your shorts on. I'm
So
so,
we have-
glad I brought a sweater because it's freezing.
So now Chloe and I are in shorts and dresses. We're like, it's so cold all of a sudden again. And we're like, yeah, bring your rain suits. We'll be fine to jump in the river. Not anymore.
So behind me is the Botanical Gardens. It's been around since 1589.
These are completely free to visit and it's open all year round. Definitely worth coming.
It is so beautiful here. Look at these ginormous lilies. Oh my gosh.
This is just amazing because you can go through many greenhouses and there's over 7,500 different species from all around the world.
Something as well that's unique is that you see the whole tropics around the world, but you don't have all the crazy insects or bugs that can kill you.
This is put on by the Basel University, one of the oldest universities in all of Switzerland, and it's centrally located.
So behind me are the city gates, and they're really pretty. It kind of looks like the start of a castle, like the front of a castle.
They've got a few still in contact like this one. And actually back in the day they had an inner and an outer gate.
This is the part I absolutely love about being in Europe, is seeing all these cool buildings that are so old, and to think that this gate used to come down. Like, imagine that. And look at these old doors. Like, look at how big they are. They're like for giants. Isn't that crazy? And then boom, you would be in the old city of Basel. You also gotta love that they always put these beautiful flowers everywhere. There's people up there on the tower. 2 layers. Let's go see how that works. Okay, here we go. Up and up and up the towers. Pricing to go up is 6 francs for adults and 4 francs for students.
Okay, look at. Now it's like what is. Look at that, you have to crouch down.
There is light at the end of this crazy tunnel. Oh my gosh. Look at this. Imagine if that starts ringing. Wow. This is so cool. You can see all the rooftops from up here. Tyler's stuck back there. He's like, we have to go all the way around. Yep. Are you scared?
Really, I don't like this.
That's okay. You'll be fine. Keep going. Cool. You can kind of get a perspective of how the city is all laid out up here. Okay, for those of you who are maybe afraid of heights and don't want to like squeeze into tight little spaces, don't come up, because to get up the stairs, you've got like this much room, and if someone's going down, it's the same way. Yeah, I think so. Well, there's people going down.
Look at this. And you go up more. This is insane. They get smaller and there's so many and you keep going up and up and up. Oh my gosh. What an amazing experience. The view is gonna be great though. Like from the very top. Here even taller. You can see the roof of the cathedral. The old city, the new city actually, that's small Basel, this is the Grand Basel. This goes higher.
Yeah, since it's not high enough, we're gonna keep on going.
Now we're going even higher because that level wasn't enough.
Nope, let's do it.
At least here you can sit down and stuff. Oh, look, you can see across too.
Oh, that is so cool. We are, Julia,
At the
officially
very top of the tower.
literally at the top. This is just amazing. I would certainly remember if we did this last time, and I really don't think we did. But if you want to see what the girls looked like when they were really tiny, we'll put the link up right here.
Oh my gosh, look at how this goes. They're so narrow. Honestly, this is so much fun because you feel like you're on an adventure park or something, making your way down on these tiny little narrow staircases. I like it. It's like an adventure. We're down the hill.
You ever heard of, Swiss watches? Well, look at this. This is still the clock. Look at it kind of slowly moving there.
We found a way to use our fish bags. We're using them as shelter. It's literally pouring now.
It's our last night here in Basel. We had a funny day because it was like raining, not raining, raining, not raining. So we came down by the Rhine to enjoy a beautiful sunset. We got now blue skies again. Didn't make it in the water, so if you want to see what it's like to swim in the water, we did do it a few years back. This is so exciting because this restaurant serves Mediterranean dishes. And I'm gonna try like a Moroccan chicken. Angelique's getting, what are you getting?
A burger.
We're getting an antipasta, which has hummus, feta. It's gonna be so delicious. Santé.
I'm having a delicious salmon with hummus, beetroot hummus, peas and salad, and it is so good. The sun's about to go down. It is just so beautiful here.
This design of this restaurant is so cool because it's literally right above the Rhine. Like, look at this. Look, you can see the water floating.
They even have showers over there, so I think people come in, they go for a little swim.
Yeah, like look at
have
this.
a drink. It's very nice. Thanks for watching, you guys, our tour of Basel, because this is it. Make sure you subscribe, give us a big thumbs up, hit the notification bell, and let us know where you're watching from because we always love to know which countries you're coming in from. See you next time. Bye.